And just like that, the final episode of the recording session has begun. Welcome back to, Eternal Sonata. That's the video game we're playing. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. This is like a video game, it's like a commentary. When we last left off, we were doing things, and now we're doing even more things. We're in this stupid double-reed tower, which is kind of dumb because it's stupid. You know, as Patrick Starr said once before, it might be stupid, but it's also dumb. Well, this can... Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. What do these do? Okay, I was assuming that since we beat the enemies at the top, now we have to go to the very bottom to fight some more, like the two other monsters, but I guess not. I guess that's not the case. By the way, I'm pretty sure that we're towards the entrance, right? Like, isn't the entrance around here somewhere? Thought it was. Maybe I'm just making stuff up. No, it's not. Not right there anyway, so let's just avoid you, and then... Because I don't feel like fighting these guys, because they're probably not going to get very much experience as it is, and... Okay, that's a dead end. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go back, because I feel like this is the very first floor that we entered in on. I feel like I skipped the entrance. Because sand is flowing, right? So what do we do now? That's the million-dollar question, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do now? Okay, so let's just keep going this way. And here is the entrance, right here, as I thought. Let's go ahead and save the game. Why don't we? We haven't saved since like 1954, so we might as well save. Yeah, so what are we supposed to do? I guess we might as well just go up. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is just like we're not supposed to just like leave. I guess that's what's going to happen. All right, so we're gonna go up. We didn't go up the other path on this side, so maybe it's like, yeah, come to think of it, there's no sand flowing down this side, huh? Okay, I get it now. So now we have to go all the way up on this side, and that'll lead. We'll fight the two bosses over up on this side, and then that'll lead to, and then we can continue off. I think that's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. If you disagree, well, gee bad, that's not really my problem. I'm not really here to agree or disagree with you. I'm just here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. So that means I just need to go to the store and buy some more, right, ladies and gentlemen? Is that what you thought? I bet you were gonna say, oh, you know, that means it's gonna beat us up. No. Goodness, no. Please don't attack me. Because if he attacked me, that would have been a quote-unquote surprise attack, and then I would have definitely felt that. The name's Raccoon. It rhymes with doom, and you're gonna be hurting. No, Raccoon, I don't want to be hurting. It's not how things work, Raccoon. You might say, well, why are you talking to Raccoon? He's not watching this video. You don't know that? Like, you don't know that, man. Raccoon watches whatever he wants, man. And then he gets punched in the stomach for leaving his stomach open. Bad move! Honestly, that was one of like the most poorly animated scenes in the entire series. Bad move! Like, when Goku did that and like his arm was just like... Dude, that's the sound effect that his arm made. This is some really obnoxious commentary today, isn't it? I don't even know. Why is it so dark outside? Like, because my room is actually very dark, because my room is painted dark blue. For those of you who don't know. Whoa. When is the last time that we saved over? Never mind. Like, let me see. I said never mind, then I said let me see. Okay, Mount Rock. I was thinking that was like something completely different. Okay, oh, there's a chest here. What is inside of here? Quiet Cerebus canine. As in Cerebus. Get it? Or Cerberus, as in the three-headed dog. And canine, because it's a canine. Increased speed by 10%. Weapon belonged to a royal family and feared as a fire of hell. Okay, that's cool. Ah!
Pleased to meet you.
How dare you, man! How dare you! How dare you, foolish creature! Now, like, I was trying to let you live, man. You were gonna live like a normal, peaceful, perfect life, you know, doing whatever you stupid monsters do, you foolish creatures. But now I'm gonna have to kill you. Like, I was okay with not having to kill you, but You know, apparently you guys just wanted to die so badly, you just don't realize that you don't stand a chance against us. You might do some decent damage against us, but you're not gonna kill us, man. Like, look at that, that charged at 3,000 damage. That did 2,373 damage, actually. Like, you're a joker, man. You're not gonna do anything. Like you, especially you, like a supernova, man. I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready for this, because we're gonna do that, and then a Harmony Chain Full Moon Bind, and then another full barrage, and then, you know, you're dead, man. You're not surviving that. Joker. Now it's your turn to die. Batman Beyond Return of the Joker or something like that. I don't know. I already made that joke earlier this episode. Earlier this recording session, I should say. Whatever the case will be, shoot. Now it's March's turn to build up some echoes for us, because that's what Senora March does. Now we're going to attack from behind! I hope you're ready! You are ready to get attacked! You're gonna get attacked! And then you're going to get attacked, okay? Now do it, okay? Okay, what are you gonna do now? Block? I could have actually gotten a counterattack. That'd be funny if I, like, never got a counterattack for, like, the rest of the game. That'd be pretty funny. Well, actually, that'd be pretty sad. Okay, you're dead. Whatever, no big deal. No sweat off my back. Stupid jerk. At least it wasn't like a surprise attack, like a behind attack or something. Alright, so, like I said, we're just avoiding these enemies because, honestly, at this point, it doesn't really feel worth it to fight them. If I were to be honest, like, they're really not that powerful of enemies. Okay, so now we need to go up. Okay, so this is probably what's going to lead to the one boss, and then if we continue going down the other path, it'll lead to the other boss, I imagine. Well, no, if there's a save station up here, that means that we're at the right place. Maybe? Right? I don't see a save station. All I see is some stupid enemy that has like 8 million defense. Stupid enemy. Okay, yeah, we're going this way. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue. Down the windy road. Windy way. Like this is Ace Attorney or something. What's Windy Way? Oh, it's a thing. The thing in Ace Attorney in the Fey Manor. Either you know it or you don't. I'm going to assume that most people who watch this series also watch Ace Attorney. I'm going to assume that's the case. I know there are a couple of you guys who only watch this. I know there are a couple of you guys, but I know for the most part, I think most people seem to watch both series. I think maybe it's just me. That's the impression that I get from like stuff. I don't know. What? I don't remember fighting this thing before. Yeah, like this must be like a new boss.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to. Okay, he's fast. Does he do a lot of damage? Not really. He's not really that strong. Alright, let's back up a little bit. Does he have I doubt he has a stupid hitbox. He's probably perfectly fine. Alright, now it's time for March to beat you up just a little bit. Viola's actually pretty darn injured at the moment, but okay, whatever. It's no big deal. We'll just go ahead and do nothing at the moment, I suppose. And, oh, I could have gotten a, whatchamacallit. Oh, well. That's, okay. That took away, like, half our health, pretty much. Like, this guy's actually kind of annoying. A little bit. Just a little bit, though. Alright. No biggie. It's no biggie. Alright, now we're gonna have Frederic. We're gonna make sure he stays out of his shadow, though, so that we can do, like, a tri-Crescendo or something. Okay. And block. Never mind. Ow. Ow. Alright. It's a good thing, like, he doesn't really, like, attack, like, super, like, much OP crazy. I don't even know what I'm talking about at the moment. Alright, and Supernova, please. Oh, we're a curtain! No! I want to do Supernova! Alright, Full Moon Bind. Or Eclipse Gaze, sure, and tri-Crescendo. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and beat you up the old-fashioned way, now that everyone's at max health at the moment. Oh, that makes me mad. If he did Supernova, he'd be like pretty much like OP dead. No, he wouldn't really be super OP dead, but whatever, it's no big deal. And shoot. And I'm probably not gonna get a second shot off because, yeah, whatever. It's no big deal. We'll save up for 32 again with March and then try to. Okay, Frederic, don't do that. That's silly. Don't you forget about me. Okay, block. And block. Please. We're gonna move up Viola just a little bit, and I think we should, yeah. And another one. Thank you. Now we got 32. Echo will be able to do a supernova because we're in the light. Supernova! And Full Moon Bind. And Hilaro. Actually, I wanted... Sure. Whatever. That's not really what I wanted. I wanted her to do Full Barrage, but sure, I guess that works too. And if they didn't wanted a healing move, I'd go for tri-Clementia anyway. Whatever. No big deal. It's not like I wanted you to do anything for me. Alright, shoot. And shoot. Yeah, I'm glad this guy has a better hitbox than the other stupid Joker did. Man, what a bunch of jokers. Okay, block. Block. He's leading us into the dark, actually. Alrighty then. Beat you up just a little bit. Actually, we're still technically in the light, because I can do a tri-Clementia. Interesting. Alright. Shoot. And, ooh, 7,000 and 5,000. Not bad. 5,000 for regular, 7,000 for critical. Alright, got 32 Echo. Now Supernova, please. Supernova. And Full Moon Bind. And tri-Clementia. There we go. Now block. 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 Oh, I was about to say, wow, I'm doing this perfectly, and just as soon as I was about to open my mouth, I end up getting, like, triple, quadruple teamed. You might say, what's triple, quadruple team? It's, I don't know. It's something. That's all it is. Okay, whatever. The case may be, what is going to happen this time? Okay, well, I know what's going to happen this time. He's going to swing a stupid sword at me, and it's just like, okay, we get it, man. You have a sword. Shut up. Okay, that missed. Like, that missed like crazy. That was actually incredibly embarrassing. Is Frederic faster than March right now? Maybe. I think he might be, actually. Which is actually incredibly surprising. Okay. Oh, I managed to get that off at the very last second. Good. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to, but I managed to. And Full Moon Bind. And Hill Arrow. Sure. Oh. Okay. I wanted to try Clementia, but I guess that works too. Doesn't it look like it should be dark, though? Violet Death. Except that didn't kill us, buddy. Nice try. Okay, whatever. I don't know why I just assumed that if I didn't do anything, the second shot would just magically make it. I don't know. I'm dumb. Whatever, no big deal. Viola is next. Okay. He's not even flinching, though, so I can't even tell if I'm really making any progress with this guy. Oh, I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Alright, whatever. Now March does this. Okay, we're in the shadow, so... And, oops. I wanted to get into the light and do a supernova, but... I guess it's fairly obvious that this game had other plans. Whatever, that's no big deal. We can do tri-Clementia, sure. Tri-Clementia, Legion Fulminant, and Full Barrage. There we go. That's like Judgment, ladies and gentlemen. That's basically Judgment. You might say, I know someone's gonna be like, that's not Judgment, shut up! Okay, I get it, it's not Judgment. Whatever. A move that's super flashy, but in reality, when you're fighting just one person, it actually seems kind of like a little overkill, because, I don't know, it's just like some of the moves, because like so many of the moves just miss, and it just seems kind of like, eh. But when there's like a bunch of people and you land Judgment, that's when it's cool. Tyr's right arm. Yeah, so after this, it seems like we have just one more boss to fight and we'll be cleared of this area. We're going through this a lot quicker now since I'm, you know, just avoiding enemies. Much better. Now there's going to be another cutscene, so I'll shut up for a second.
I wonder, what lies at the end of this journey?
The end of the journey? Well, I really don't know, but I'm sure that the road does lead to somewhere. Salsa, I don't think that's what he means. I think that what Frederic is talking about is something of a more spiritual nature.
I believe that this is going to be my final journey. But my final destination is shrouded in darkness. No matter how hard I look, I cannot see it at all.
What are you talking about? The way you talk, you'd think you're about to die soon or something.
I guess I'm the same way. I can't see where I'm headed in the end either. I don't think anyone can really see that, except maybe God. But the reason I can't see it is completely different from why you can't see it. The place where I'm going is surrounded by light. And because the light I'm heading for is so bright, I can't make out what's there either, the same as you.
So you can't see because it's either too bright or too dark? Then it's probably better to go with not being able to see because it's too bright. I agree with you. After all, no one can ever really know what the future will hold. The only thing you can do is live your life as best you can.
So basically, what Salsa said was right.
The road does lead to somewhere.
Well, that's that. Now we just have one more, and then the sand will go down, and then that'll be the other one. Okay, so without further ado, I'll go into like random topics of the day. The first order of business is I'm going to talk about an anime that I've watched recently. It's called Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso. More known by its official English title as Your Lie in April, which is a rather direct translation of it, which is not surprising, because like sometimes when they make English titles for anime, they just like make up whatever crap they want. They just make up like their own. Okay, this leads to nowhere. They just make up their own. I think I'm gonna have to go the other way. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do is like just this way. Just go back, and then there's gonna be another one, right? Yeah, this is what I'm gonna have to do. But yeah. So anyway, I started it on Thursday, and I finished it yesterday. Yesterday was Monday at the time of recording this. This is gonna go up on a Monday, so a week ago at the time that this goes up. It was a 2-core anime, 22 episodes. It lasted from fall 2014 to winter 2015. Really great anime. I hate to say this because I don't want to just overhype this and have you guys check it out and be very disappointed with it, but honestly, this is one of the best anime that I have ever seen. Like, ever. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's legitimately one of my favorite anime. Like, it's legitimately one of the best anime that I have ever seen. I think I'm going backwards, am I not? Let's see. Maybe there's a path to go. If there's like an upwards path, then I know I'm not going backwards. Like, if we go this way, maybe there's like an upwards path. We can go. Like, there's a chest. And there's a save station. Let's go ahead and save, why don't we? But, it's basically, a friend recommended it to me, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll check it out. But you see, here's the thing with me for anime, like, when it comes to series that are airing during the current season, like, I'll start as many as I want, because it's only, like, one episode per week, and it's not like all of them are going to air during the same day, so it's really easy to manage them. But when it comes to finished series, aka series that have aired their final episode, I only do 2 at a time, because with finished series, it's very easy to just start a bunch of them and get super excited and then never finish them. And for the sake of sanity and to keep my list on Mal clean, I only limit myself to 2. It's proper discipline. You actually get a lot more finished that way than you think, than just by starting a bunch at once, and you don't get confused and everything. But anyway. So, a friend of mine recommended it to me, and I decided to check it out. And apparently, this anime on Mal, it's ranked number 12 out of all the anime on Mal. It's ranked number 12. And it had an 8.93 average rating for all the people. I gave it a 9 personally, which is relatively rare for me. Like, I tend to rate anime the same. Like, like I tend to rate. I don't watch things that I don't consider worth my time, aka bad anime. I watch most anime that I watch. I usually give like an 8 or 7. If it was kind of mediocre but still enjoyable, I'll give it a 6, and I don't watch anything worse than that. But I give 9. 9s are basically my 10s because I don't believe in giving 10 simply because I don't think there's anything that's a perfect anime. Like 10 to me is like perfect. It carries a lot of weight. There's a boss right here, so I guess we're gonna have to fight him. Anyway, it's about the main character, Arima Kose, who's hold on. That's a board. This is another new one. Arima Kose, who he was a piano prodigy, right? Like he used to play piano like all the frickin' time. But then, due to certain reasons which I won't really get into, they explain it very early on, but you know, it's better to leave this like as much of a mystery as possible. Without getting into too many spoilers, he eventually loses the ability to hear music. Or not just any music, the music that he creates while playing on the piano, right? Like when he first starts playing the piano, he can hear his notes, he can hear his sounds at first, but then after a while the sound starts disappearing. It's like he's playing the piano at the bottom of an ocean. You can't hear it. It's really interesting. But then he ends up meeting this girl, Kaori, who, she's a violin player, and, you know, she, for one reason or another, eventually gets him back into playing piano. That's all I'm going to say without getting into a spoiler, and I was actually quite surprised by this anime, because I knew that it was supposed to be super, super good, because it was ranked number 12 on MAL out of everything. And keep in mind that this is a series that only ended 3 months ago, at least at the time of recording this. So, you know, that says a lot about the series as a whole. I think, anyway. Oh, that was stupid. I should have let Frederic in the light. Okay, whatever. It's no big deal. Okay, so when he goes into the light, I'll try to. Okay, he's gonna kill me if I'm not careful. So I'm just gonna. Okay, try Clementia. And wait for the timing. Well, I was actually quite surprised by this anime because what I was surprised about was just how emotional of an experience it was. Like, and by emotional, I don't just mean sad, because like I was told that it was gonna be a sad anime, and it kind of was, but no, it's just the wide variety of emotions that you feel while watching it. Like, you don't just it's not just sad. It's happy at times. Like, it's a legitimately funny anime. Like, it's really funny. There's moments of intensity when like characters go up on stage and they perform for competitions. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I played in band. I played clarinet from 6th to 12th grade. You know, I've auditioned for all county band. Never did district or state because I just was not good enough. Like, I've done like festival band stuff. Like, in real life, the amount of pressure that I felt for these guys, like these fictional characters, like getting up on stage and playing the piano, was so much higher than the pressure that I felt for my own self while being in band, which says a lot. And it's just like, but honestly, I don't think it's really fair to call the anime sad, really, because like, to me, it's kind of like, you know how it is with like summer showers, right? Like summer showers where there's no thunder, it's just raining really hard. But it's moments like that where even though it's raining super, super, super hard, like, it feels like the sun is shining its brightest during those times. I hate to get, like, super artsy-fartsy on you guys, but that's kind of how it was. Really great anime, and, like, anyway, and I think I've found a reason for why, like, I want to do, like, voice acting work in anime. Because, like, there's been this thing that was been bugging me recently. It's like, why Japan? It's like, there's no reason to, like, go do voice acting work in Japan that you can just as do. I mean, I wanted to do both the Japanese and English, but it was just like, why do all the extra effort to go to Japan to do voice acting work in anime and whatnot, right? And, like, much like Arima had to find a reason to play the piano, which I'm not going to say because that would be spoilers, I found that gave me a reason to do it, because it's like, that's why. Just to do something like that, a masterpiece like that, and to say that I was part of it, even if I wasn't just like the main character, even if I was just like some random Joe Schmo, just random person in the background that just says Arima, you know, just stuff like that. If I was one of those people, you know, just to say that's all that I'd want. you know, that gave me reason. And, you know, it's like, and you might wonder, why do I like anime so much? You know, like, isn't it for children? Isn't it a bunch of, like, perverted crap? Isn't it, you know, isn't it, like, isn't it, like, weird? No! It's like, I point to anime like this, and I'm just like, no, you fool, you don't get it! This is what happens when you take brilliant screenplay, brilliant story writing, brilliant animation, brilliant voice acting work, and you put them all together into one thing. This is what you get. Now, granted, I will be the first to admit that I'm gonna stand out here. I'm not gonna do anything because I want to wait to get 32. I should probably move it just a little bit closer. What was I gonna say though? Can you not get combos while they're blocking? I guess not. Okay, March is gonna die if I'm not careful. So I'm gonna do, you know, tri-Crescendo right now. 24 Echo is still pretty powerful. So, all right, and Legion Fulminant, and full barrage. Please, did I make it? No, I didn't make it. All right, whatever. Who cares? He's not even flinching, but whatever. All right, now I'm gonna have March go behind him. But it's just like, I'm actually pretty lenient on anime because, like, you know, things like super OP animation, super OP story writing, super OP screenplay, voice acting, I don't really care about that. So long as it's decent, that's all that matters. For me, really, when it comes to anime, I tend to, so long as it's enjoyable, that's all that matters for me, right? Like, I don't really care if it's, like, super OP craziness, but but anime like this, like, when you get all of it just right, I just can't help but appreciate it so much, and that right there is why I want to be a part of it. Not like part of it as in like part of like the production committee or something like that, because honestly, like, production committee, the animators, they work those guys to the bone. Like, they really do. Like, I would never be part of that. If I were to do anime, which is what I want to do, it'd be voice acting work and everything. And I think it gave me a reason. Like, because like there was nothing other, like, there was like, for me, like, there was no other reason other than, oh, it was just Japanese, and like, it was kind of hard for me to really justify that, like, as a rational person, 'cause I was just like, it just sounds kind of silly, oh, it's Japanese, but whatever. But now that I have my, there we go. I tried getting a second one off, but okay, whatever. But now that I have a reason, it's just like, I understand now. And I really recommend watching it. They play a lot of Chopin pieces in there, so if you ever gotten interested in Chopin's music from this game, like, and actually a couple of songs that they played were songs that were played, that were used in this game. Like, Revolution, for example, they used that. It was quite interesting. Actually, just yesterday, this is quite funny, because I finished the series yesterday, and while I was eating, like, I randomly just got up and started pretending that I was playing the violin. Like, it sounds really silly, but I didn't even realize I was doing, okay, man, like, you can go be a jerk somewhere else, alright, man? Like, I don't have time for your crap, alright? You wanna get hit, that's what's going to happen. I'd really recommend watching it. I really hate, like, trying to, like, I feel like I'm overhyping it, though. Like, I don't want you guys to get, like, super excited, like, and, like, watch and just be super disappointed, but I would really recommend it. It's definitely, easily one of my favorite anime, like, ever. For me, anyway. Great series. It's 22 episodes, so each are about 23 minutes long, so it's not really that long. It's about, I guess it's like 8 hours in total, right? 8 hours, grand total time. Alright. Once Viola comes up, I'm gonna have her. This enemy's actually kind of tough. If I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's because his charge attacks are kind of stupid. All right, March is next. So let's see if we can build up 32 Echo. Since they're both in the light, we can get. Can we do it? Can we get it? Yes, Supernova, please. Yes. All right, we gotta be careful. Get the timing. Okay, and Harmony Chain and Tri-Crescendo. There we go. Good. Block. And block. I'd really recommend watching it, ladies and gentlemen. If you, I'm saying this like quite a bit. I'm probably beating a dead horse, but if you get the time, really do watch it. It's not even, like I said, it just ended last season, like winter 2015. So like if you're like worried about like super old animation or anything like that, you don't have to worry. It's not that old. I just love it. That is what I want to do. Just to be part of that. Now, like I found my reason. For why you might ask, why Japan? That's why. And you might say you could do that in English too, and I'm not knocking that off. I could very well do that in English, and like I said, I do want to do both Japanese and English. But why Japan? and not just English, Japanese and not just English. That's my reason. But that's that. I had like another topic that I wanted to talk about, but we'll get into that in a second after this cutscene is over.
Say what you like, but don't you think it's a little far-fetched to claim that this world only exists inside your dream?
I simply don't know. But I do know that I was born in the city of Warsaw, in the country of Poland, and that it was in the year 1810.
Warsaw? Poland? I've never heard of places with names like that before. And you can even tell us what year. You've put an awful lot of effort into this.
Wait, have you ever tried thinking about it like this? Maybe the truth is the exact opposite. This is the real world, and that city called Warsaw is actually a dream. That would make a lot more sense.
I agree. I've known Jazz since I was just a little girl, and we've been living our lives each day at a time, just like everybody else in the world.
That may be, but this world is unquestionably a dream. A dream I'm experiencing as I drift over the abyss of death.
You really believe that? It's not like we're just acting out a role in a story that somebody wrote. We've been using our own free will and judgment to act for ourselves.
Yes. However, even when in a dream, a person can decide his or her own actions. They can decide what happens next. In that respect, there is no way to differentiate between a dream and reality.
Now we got the sands of time for this one too. So now since we fought all four of them, now I believe that we can go down to the very bottom, and that's where we can continue off, I think. I just have to say, I really hate, like, one of my biggest pet peeves in, like, video games and whatnot, or movies, books, or whatever, is when they claim, oh, this isn't a book, this isn't a video game, this is reality. Because all that does for me is that breaks the experience, because it's like, oh, I get it, they're trying to make it super realistic, but, you know, like, moments like that is what makes you super aware that you're watching a movie or playing a video game, and you're not supposed to think that. You're supposed to think that the characters are real, right? That's the whole point. That's the whole point of acting and whatnot, is to make the characters feel as believable as possible. To make you, despite the fact that you're playing a video game, to make you, despite the fact that you're just watching TV or whatnot, to make you believe that what you're seeing is reality. When they say, oh, we're not just people just acting out some role in a story that was written by somebody, when they say stuff like that, it makes you more aware of that fact. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I think I'm just starting to get a little ranty at the moment, but also the other topic that I want to talk about was, so recently I watched, relatively recently, it might have been actually about like 3 weeks to a month ago at this point, I watched this thing, right, it's about, you know what, maybe I should save that for next week, because there is actually another topic that I want to talk about. So I was watching Voices from the Dark's playthrough of Kata, yeah, that's what it was, Kata wa Shoujo, and I remember him mentioning in that he's like, you know, just for me, just being able to create, that's like enough. Just making YouTube videos and just creating, that's enough for me. And you know, that's how a lot of YouTube content creators are, because contrary to what you may believe, a lot of content creators don't do this for the money. They do this simply because they're just creative people and they just like creating stuff. I'm not like that though. Like, I've realized I'm quite different than most content creators in that regard. Like, just simply creating stuff, that's not really why I do it. And it sort of just made me question things for a little bit. It's like, am I doing this for the right reasons? Like everyone's just so happy just creating content, and you know, so long, like, I'm not gonna say that, you know, people would be satisfied if no one even if no one watched my videos, I'd be completely satisfied. No one's actually like that. You make videos for people to watch them. Even if they say that, they're probably lying. Granted, I'm sure that, you know, the people who have like 1 million subscribers, they would probably still be... Oh, this continues off. I want to go back up and say first. They would probably still be doing this even if they only had like 10 viewers. Granted, they probably wouldn't be able to do it full time. They'd have to do they'd have to get a quote-unquote real job and everything, but I thought about it for a reason. I think I've developed 3 reasons for why I do this stuff. One was to give myself a voice, because, you know, I created this channel back in 2010, right? But, you know, it was like something that I created during the summer of 2010, just before I entered my sophomore year of high school, which is 10th grade. And I did it for like a summer, and then I stopped. But then I rebooted it back in 2013 during my first year of college, when I was at university. Is because, you know, I've said this before, like, my first year when I went to that university that was in Florida, I'm not going to say what it is, I feel like I'm going to leave it a mystery just because. I mean, I guess you guys should have figured that out on your own. I wasn't ever going to say it. I just kept saying, like, university in Florida, not, like, whatever insert university that I went to for the first year. But I didn't really get to choose to go there. It was more like my parents' decision. I was like, you know what? I was an engineering major, and I didn't quite... I hope I get a chance to explain this, and it's not just gonna be like cuts. You know, even if there's like cutscene city, I'm still gonna talk about this. You know, let's just fight some enemies. Let's just fight some enemies so I can finish this off, and then we'll continue down and finish things. All right, so I just get a little experience. I thought, like, what was I saying? But what was I saying, you might ask? The Nintendo press conference is going to start in 6 minutes. I should probably end this relatively soon. But, yeah, to give myself a voice, because I was an engineering major. I guess I never really told you guys the reason why I chose to be an engineering major. It was just at random. Like, I remember I was in 6th grade or so, right? It must have been 6th grade. I had just moved to Northern Virginia, because for those of you who don't know, my parents are military, so I moved around quite a lot. I was born in Georgia in 95, I moved to North Carolina in 97, and then I moved to Florida in 2000, moved to Dayton, Ohio in 2003, and then I moved to Northern Virginia in 2006. So I just moved to Northern Virginia, and, you know, my dad was talking about, you know, like, oh, you just randomly asked me, it's like, one day, it's like, oh, what college do you want to go to? Have you been thinking about college? You know, this is me in 6th grade. I didn't even know what high school I wanted to go to yet, ladies and gentlemen. I was just like, okay, whatever. I was like, I don't know, somewhere in Florida, whatever. Sure. It's like, oh, well, you want to go to this one or this one? You probably don't want to go to this one. So I was like, okay. It was like, I guess he said, you want to go to A college or B college? You probably don't want to go to B college. I was like, okay, well, A college, because those are literally the only 2 colleges that I know of for Florida. And then he's like, oh, then what do you want to major in? I was like, oh, I don't know, engineering. I didn't quite put much thought into it. I knew that my mother was an engineer, an aerospace engineer and everything, so I was like, okay, engineering, sure. And he's like, oh, that poisoned every single one of us. What a jerk. Alright, bone crumble, please. Hey, I want to get a 32 Echo. He's like, oh, okay, what kind of engineering do you want to do? Like, mechanical, electrical? I was like, oh, okay, maybe electrical, because, you know, like, that's like what video game people do, right? I don't know. And he's like, okay. And from then on, my fate was set. I was gonna, according to my dad anyway, in my dad's mind, I was going to go to a college in Florida and I was going to major in electrical engineering. And that's actually what happened. Because, like, I applied for 5 universities during my senior year of high school. Got rejected from one. Got waitlisted on another. One actually... I haven't really told my parents this, but the application actually didn't get sent in, because apparently, from what I understand, I was supposed to get a letter of recommendation from a teacher. I didn't know that, and so, like, we paid $70 for that application, but it never actually got sent out. Awkward. And then, what was it? And then, so I got accepted in one college that was a university that was relatively close here, and then the one in Florida. And after, like, my parents gave me a little while to choose between going to that one in Florida and this one. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to this one here. And my dad took that as a sign of weakness. He's like, no, you're gonna be a man, you're gonna go to this one in Florida. And I was like, okay. And so, I just felt like my destiny wasn't being written by me. It was being written for me. To use a reverse quote from President Barack Obama there. our destiny is not written for us, but by us. You know, it was basically that. It was the exact opposite. Where was I going with this? Where was I going with this, actually? Yeah, and so then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start up YouTube and everything, just to give myself a voice and just to start creating my own, like, give myself my own destiny. Two, the second reason is to share memories with you guys. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, like, I just love sharing this content with you, just, like, seeing your guys' reaction to stuff when I'm, like, freaking out and going crazy, you know, how you guys somehow manage to... I don't know how you guys do it, because, like, I don't even understand myself. When I'm, like, I've mentioned this before, when I'm watching, like, my videos, I'm previewing them, I listen to myself, I'm just like, I should have explained that better. I have no idea how these guys are going to understand it, but somehow you guys understand my constant ramblings, and you just see me reacting to that, you know, creating discussion in the comment section, doing stuff like that, you know, just that, and then also to create new memories, like, basically to do what, like, because, like, some, like, 2011, 2012, like, some of my best memories were watching Let's Play videos, and I wanted to just do that with you guys, just share memories. And finally, the other reason was to just because it was a new experience, you know, I mean, I had done Let's Play things before. I did one during the summer 2009 on my other channel, which I still use that channel just only for watching videos. Then once again in 2010 for this channel, and then rebooted again this time. So I wasn't really unfamiliar with playing video games and talking at the same time, but you know, whatever. And let's fight a couple more enemies and then we'll save. And it was just creating memories, or just a new experience, because, like, out of all the video games that I've played so far, not counting Let's Go Random, because the whole point of Let's Go Random was to play a game that I've played before, like, the only games that I've played before on this channel that I did series of were Metroid Zero Mission, and Sonic Adventure DX. Oh, I mean, granted, I had played through, like, the first half of Dead Space before I started that series on it, but, like, as I mentioned, but I never finished it, so I didn't finish it from my first time until, I played stuff on this channel, right? I should really get Frederic the Hill, that's what I'm gonna do next, so I'm gonna have March build up some, echoes. Frederic is next. Can we get 32? Can we get 32? Alright, whatever. Frederic? Okay, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32? Okay, whatever, 24 is good enough.
Fanned by a raging wind.
Tri-Crescendo, Legion Fulminante, and Full Barrage, please. I didn't get that quick enough. But, yeah, like, all the JRPGs that I got into, like, I had heard the Tales series before, right? But, because I saw, like, the first couple of episodes of the Tales of the Abyss anime back when it first came out back in 2008, and I knew what Tales of Symphonia was, because they had a series of OVAs for it, but, if it weren't for YouTube, I probably wouldn't have played Tales of Vesperia, because the reason why I played Tales of Vesperia is because, I was looking for friends, because, like, one of the things that I did back when I first started the channel was, they said that one of the things that they recommended was making friends, right? Make friends with random YouTubers, and so, like, what I did was I went to, like, Social Blade forums, that's where I met Andrew Can, and Kratos, and Vex, and Kratos had just started Tales of Symphonia series, so I watched that, and then he mentioned that there was actually a game on the 360 called Tales of Vesperia, and then I did a series on that, replacing Pass Up Survival, and, you know, I consider Tales of Vesperia to be literally one of my favorite games, like, ever. Like, I love that game so much, and I wouldn't have been able to do that were it not for Let's Plays and whatnot. And just, like, all the games, Bayonetta, like, Red Dead Redemption, like, these were games that I heard of, but I just wasn't, like, if it weren't for Let's Plays, I wouldn't have forked over the money to buy it, because, honestly, I don't really think I'm a cheapskate, because, like, here's the thing, when it comes to two options, like, I have, like, Option A and Option B. Option A is really cheap, but crappy, and Option B is really expensive, but really high quality. I'd rather spend money on Option B, because it's just, like, you know, I'd rather pay for quality over, like, you know, just, like, really over, like, cheap stuff, but at the same time, I try to be really, like, not so super, like, OP crazy with spending money, simply because that can lead to bad things. I try to be conservative, and so, like, I don't know, it's like, over time, like, I haven't really been playing video games as much as I used to. Like, I play video games all the time simply because of, like, Let's Playing and everything, but outside of Let's Playing, which is, like, 2 hour-and-a-half recording sessions a week, I play video games on Fridays with my friends, and that's about it. Like, I watch, like, Let's Play videos, but I don't really consider that to be, like, the same thing, you know? But yeah, so just to summarize, ladies and gentlemen, to give myself a voice, to share experiences with you guys, and to create new, to share experiences and create new memories with you guys, and to just something new and crazy and fun and different, you know? If it wasn't for that, I would have never thought about doing voice acting, probably. I'd probably still be, I'll be starting my 3rd year of college this fall. Yeah, I'd probably still be in engineering, just wasting my life away or whatever, so yeah, that's that. And if you've ever been curious about why, that's why I do it. So without further ado, I'm sorry, but we'll have to continue things off in the next episode because the Nintendo Direct, the Nintendo E3 thing is about to start like literally in like 2 seconds, so I should probably end things off. So anyway, if you like this video, this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. If you thought it was cool, please feel free to subscribe. Enjoy the Elven Brotherhood today. Also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!